Hi, I'm Melissa Hooke. I am a quantitative analyst for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I'm a 2019 Pomona College grad. So I'm from the East Coast, and when I was looking at colleges, I knew that I wanted to play sports in college. I was recruited for basketball. I was looking at all the small liberal arts schools in New England. And then I came out for a college trip my junior year of high school. And I saw the campus and I got to talk to the basketball coach and the soccer coach. And that really just drew me in, and I love the weather in California. So I just fell in love with the campus. I always was good at math growing up. I didn't really think I wanted to be a math major because I didn't know what I could do with that. My junior fall, when I took a class with Joe Harden in the math department, and I decided that I really did love math and that there were, career paths that really attracted me. During my time at Pomona, I wasn't really thinking about working in baseball. It was kind of in the back of my mind working in sports, but I never really pursued it while I was there as a career. I think it speaks to Pomona being a place where everybody has their own passion, and everybody who has an analytical mind also has some other interest. I took classes in psychology, Spanish, engineering, philosophy. I took all sorts of classes, and I think being able to keep your options open is really important, but also talking to professors and figuring out what you can do with those things, because you can always create your own path and combine your interests in a different way that nobody has before. All my friends majored in different things, and I loved that there was crossover between everybody and that you can talk to people about what their passions are. And I think that's a really unique thing about going to a small school, is that you're not just in with your cohort of people that are majoring in the same thing as you. You know people from other areas of the school. People that have an interest in music or theater, a cappella, whatever it is. And you're also interacting with them on a day-to-day basis, and you're seeing them around campus. And you're just learning about, what's special to them. My junior year, I had an internship during the summer at JPL, and at the end of the summer, they offered me a full-time position. I accepted that position and started right after graduation, or a month after graduation. I was at JPL for 5 years prior to the Dodgers. I enjoyed my work. I was doing a lot of, in the same way, research and development, which is my area that I really enjoy. I found out about the Dodgers position through one of my coworkers at JPL, who had transitioned to the Dodgers about 6 months before I did. And that opportunity arose because of the relationship that I had made with him when we were at JPL, and he knew my background in sports and knew that I was interested in analytics, and we'd always kind of talked about doing something with sports analytics on the side, as a project. So when a new role became available at the Dodgers, he notified me, and he basically wouldn't let me get away with not applying to the Dodgers. Being a quantitative analyst means using the data that we capture on the field, using our tracking systems, and being able to extract some kind of competitive edge from that, and helping the coaches make decisions both about player personnel that we want to acquire, that we want to develop, and in-game decisions and strategy, just advising them in any way that we can. Math has pushed the game of baseball forward. As we get more data, we're able to uncover more about, why certain players are good. So a few years ago, there was the launch angle revolution, which is the discovery that certain launch angles lead to better outcomes. These days, there's even more detailed data for pitching mechanics. So we actually track pitcher movement, and teams can use that data to extract information about, delivery mechanics. When is this guy's delivery good or bad? When does it lead to better outcomes, worse outcomes? When does it lead to injury? Things like that. I think there's definitely an argument that players could get overwhelmed by the amount of data that we're seeing day to day, and some players definitely feel adversarial about it. But I think that The acceptance of it is growing, even at the player level, because players are realizing that the teams that have the good analytics departments are actually doing better. At the Dodgers, the coaches really buy into it, the executives really buy into it, so we have like a culture of accepting it. It's a really collaborative environment, and there are a lot of perks to working for a baseball team, getting to go to a lot of games, getting to travel to the World Series in New York and see the Dodgers win the World Series in real time. In my first full year working for the Dodgers was amazing. Cannot describe that. It was a bit of relief, but I think it was also just like pent up from the last few years and having a disappointing postseason ending before everybody expected us to. It was a celebration. It was different being in New York, but I'm glad that we were, because it just kind of tied together that magical experience.